Hey performer, welcome to the Creatively Performing Arts podcast. Are you ready to get back to your creative passion for singing, acting, and dancing again? Hi, I'm Estelle, beginner voice coach, performer, and Christian creative, and I know how it feels to want to use your God-given gifts, but to stay stuck in fear. The solution is to just get started. So, in this podcast, you'll find beginner singing and performing tips, inspiring interviews with artists, and help to push past your fear so you can finally start performing again. So pause your Broadway playlist and take a vocal rest, because the show is starting and you're the star of it. Let's begin. Hey, it's Estelle. Hi, how are you? Welcome back to the show. I'm excited to bring to you today a mini episode. And I wanted to do a mini episode because I love talking to you guys on this podcast, but also because I want to do more interviews on Mondays as our main episodes. Every week since the beginning of this show, I've done episodes on Mondays. So that's our day. That's our day for the show. But I also like adding some mini episodes every now and then to give you some bursts of encouragement and inspiration. And today we're doing this year, we're going to do some different things as well as bursts of encouragement and inspiration, absolutely. But also I want to do some mini tactical episodes of what I'm learning, what I've been learning as a singer, as someone who really intentionally began singing again after college. I was singing in college. I was a voice minor for a couple of years and loved it. But after college, I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm going to start auditioning. I'm going to start taking dance class. I want to perform. I love the arts and I want to not apologize for it. I want to embrace it. And I went through ups and downs, right? When I went to medical school, I was still doing the arts. I was still wanting to do it, but I was like, no, it's not practical. I shouldn't even try. I should just make it a side thing or not at all. And then I left and then I decided, you know what? I'm going all in on performing. I want to do the arts, and I started an online professional certificate in voice technique at Berkeley, and I started voice coaching, got a voice teacher again, started dancing again regularly, started acting again regularly, and also started giving voice lessons, and then started my business and aligned it with my podcasts, and here we are. And I love teaching voice, helping others start singing, because I've been singing my whole life. I've had amazing teachers that I love, and I love inspiring other people to know that you can do this. You can start to sing. You can sing your favorite songs. Let's start. Don't hold back. Don't wait. Use your creative giftings. That's what I do on this show. That's what I love to do. Period. End of story. In addition to performing, of course. So today I want to share one thing that I have been working on very consistently for the past 3 years, since 2020. And I've talked about this before on the show. I talk about this a lot on my TikTok about mixed singing and mixed belting and just mixing your voice, right? And I want to talk about what that is and how we can do that as singers, aspiring singers, anyone who's new to singing and wanting to start to strengthen their voice, right? And part of having a really balanced tone is knowing what your mix is and using that to your advantage. So before I go into some quick tips, let's start with what is mixed belting. Or mixed singing rather. Let's just do mixed singing, because belting is a style. Mixing is actually anatomically based, right? So let me explain what I mean. So there are two main muscles associated with your two different vocal registers: your chest voice, which is it's kind of like your speaking voice. It's like a shouting out. It's a call, or not shouting out, sorry. Wrong wording. A calling out sound. The way that I'm talking right now, I'm speaking in my chest voice, right? So that's your chest voice. Your head voice, as you know, it's a lighter sound. And of course, both registers are being formed, or both sounds are being formed from the same vocal cords that are located in your throat area, right? Your larynx. Those are your vocal cords. That's where your vocal cords reside. And there are two main muscles associated with each register. Your chest voice resonates in your chest area. That's where the tone vibrates, not where it's produced. All of it's produced in your vocal cords, but you can feel it vibrating in your chest, versus your head voice. The vibrations, the resonation, it resonates in your head area. Okay, it's kind of a heady feeling, if you will. And so Their chest voice is created by, or it's mainly associated with your thyroarytenoid muscles, which are, and those are used when your vocal cords are shortened and thicker, and that is the chest voice. That gives you your chest voice sound, versus your head voice and falsetto, which are mainly associated with your cricothyroid muscles, which are active when your vocal cords are lengthened and thinner, or they help your vocal cords get longer and thinner, and that produces your head voice, your kind of like softer, or not always softer, but can be softer sound, lighter sound. So, yes. So, what is mixed then? It's the combination of both. It's when you're using both your thyroarytenoid muscles and the cricothyroid muscles somewhat at the same time, even though it's still thyroarytenoid dominant, okay? But you are utilizing both muscles, and that way you kind of get this somewhat seamless, or in theory, over time, as you build it up, a more seamless transition between your chest and your head voice, where you feel like you can actually sing through your passages, which are the breaks between your different registers, and you feel you have this one voice, the idea of having one voice throughout your singing, and it's beautiful. And so here are some tips for working on this mixing and working on better placement of your tone and of your sound when you're trying to work on mixing. Where do you even start? Here are some things that I can offer you when it comes to just starting to mix. I hope this inspires you and helps you, okay? Because it's possible. That's really the point of this whole thing. Of course, is to give you some information of what I know so far and what I'm learning. I'm not perfect at explaining it all, but I hope that this helps you at least to get a start and to help you have a good understanding of your voice, which is a great place to start if you're just beginning to sing, or you're just starting to sing again. And so when it comes to starting to mix, the first tip that I have is to find simple warm-ups that you enjoy. Oh my goodness, I love a good warm-up now that I did not used to feel this way about warm-ups. I think I've mentioned this before. Because they're boring, right? Like it's a discipline that you have to work on. But when you find ones that you actually like singing and that you know help your voice, it's a game changer, okay? So helpful to have warm-ups that you enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to do a separate episode on just some simple voice warm-ups for good placement when you're mixing, and to help you get into that mix area and help you work on using those muscles. But yeah, so come back next week, or maybe the week after. I might do an inspirational mini-so next week, but we'll see. I might actually, you know what? I'll do this. I'll do this one for you guys next week, okay? Let me know what you think. If this is helpful, then I'll definitely do it for you guys next week. So find warm-ups that you enjoy. Come back next week if you want some tactical ones that we can do together. All right. So number 2 is to practice on songs that you love. I say this all the time, but when you're trying to first start singing and you want to build confidence in yourself as a singer, don't choose songs that you don't like the way your voice sounds in them, because you will get to work on those, of course, over time, but choose songs that you genuinely enjoy singing and you like the way your voice sounds when you sing them, because that's going to boost your confidence. You guys know I'm all about boosting confidence for singers. As performers, we need to be confident in our voices and our performance style. We need to feel comfortable being ourselves on stage, and I am doing a free workshop February 2nd, Thursday, February 2nd. I am so excited. It's the Confident Performer Workshop. You want to be there and gain and talk about gaining confidence, building confidence as a performer, as a singer, wherever you are in your journey. Be there, or be square. Just kidding. Please be there, because it's going to be amazing. You're going to be around other people who are starting to sing and perform and love the arts, and you're going to be so inspired. So make sure you join. Go ahead and join the Facebook community in the show notes. That way you will automatically be entered into the, not raffle. Well, we are going to do a giveaway, but you'll automatically be entered into the, signed up. That's the word I'm looking for. You'll automatically be signed up for the free workshop, okay? So it's going to be amazing, but singing songs you love, that's going to build your confidence. It just is, because when you love something, when you enjoy something, you kind of forget about, it's easier to forget about your fears and your doubts and just be in the moment and be present. And of course, you're going to feel confident, right? So when you're singing songs that you love, to practice your mixing, to practice singing kind of in between your chest voice and your head voice, you'll enjoy the process of working on mixing a little bit more. So I hope that helps. The last tip that I have is to ask for help / feedback / support. Get together with a friend who loves to sing as well, work on mixing together, talk about, singing through these notes and the challenges that you might be having. Get some support, some feedback, sing for them and ask them what they think. Or go sing at an open mic night or something and see what people think, right? As you're singing a song that maybe it incorporates a lot of mixing. Or go find a coach, find a singing group, a group coaching program, and start singing with the coach, start working with the coach and get some feedback. Come work with me. I love working with beginner students. I'm a beginner level voice teacher, or I sing with beginner level students. So if you are ready to start or restart your singing journey, come sing with me. I would love to sing with you. Link in the show notes if you want to sign up for a virtual singing lesson with me. Those are my tips that I have to really get started mix singing and singing in between your head and chest registers. Just know that it's possible. You absolutely can. I started 3 years ago and my mix is so much stronger than it was before, and I'm continuing to work on it. I'm continuing to grow in it. I find new songs that challenge me, new genres that challenge me in different ways. And it's a good thing. It's good to be challenged, but we won't be challenged and have that opportunity for growth if we don't start. And you won't have the opportunity for growth if you don't face those challenges. But you have to start. You have to sing songs that you love. That's my tip number 1. Practicing songs you love. Tip number 2, do warm-ups you enjoy. Come back next week for those warm-ups. And tip number 3, ask for help, feedback, and support. And you can come get that over at the free virtual workshop that I'm doing February 2nd. Okay, mark your calendars. Join the Facebook group to sign up. And I'll have like an official sign-up link later. But for now, just join the Facebook group and you're in, okay? Easy peasy, so fun. You will get community, you'll get support, and from there you'll be able to grow as a singer and a performer. So that's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of us. Let's keep being creative. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Share this with someone who needs it. You never know how you can inspire someone else to start their creative journey. And I hope that I hope you feel supported here. And if you do, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Do you have any other tips or suggestions that you would like to share? Let me know what you think, and DM me on Instagram or email me at estelleavberry@gmail.com. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Creatively Performing Arts Podcast. I hope you feel encouraged, inspired, and truly impacted by today's episode. And if you can think of one person who would love this show, please share this episode with a friend. And if you wouldn't mind going to Apple Podcasts and leaving a review and rating, it will take 30 seconds and it would truly immensely help this show grow and reach more people who need to use their creative gifts as well. And finally, go to the Performing Arts community on Facebook and join this online free community for you to interact with and connect with other artists. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you later.